when it comes to the chest and shoulder area, picture LA rush hour, okay? Got your bicep passing underneath the chest, okay? You got that chest on top of here, and then you got the helmet of the shoulder, your deltoid, okay? And all behind the collarbone, you got your brachial plexus, axillary artery, a whole bunch of major just organs, tissues, everything we use, okay, all in here. So the more that we become rounded forward in our posture, think of a running water hose, okay? As you slowly cinch it off, that water becomes distorted until eventually it stops. Same thing's going to happen up here because, you know, our nerves, arteries, veins, lymph nodes, they all run together and they all have fluid. So the more the posture starts to round forward here, you're starting to cinch off all those running fluid hoses we have in our tissues, and especially right behind the collarbone, you know, things such as carpal tunnel and thoracic outlet syndrome. Very reversible, okay? Here we're going to relieve the tension all along underneath the collarbone, and one very important area is this little area where the delt covers the ending of the pec, and it's that little divot that you could fill up in here, because right underneath that you have something called the pec minor that comes down to these first few ribs. All right, you're going to use something like a broomstick, and you're just going to anchor it in somewhere, and you're going to hunch on top of it, okay? Now, I do not like for you to lift your arm and try and move like this, because as soon as you lift your arm, you're tensing everything up here, right? So what we're going to do, once you find a good little knot and you're kind of just like dead weight on this broomstick or whatever you're using, I want you to lift it once, okay? Once you have it here, I just want you to drop your arm, okay? That's going to allow you just to sink in a little bit more, and you can move this broom handle or whatever stick you may be using, move it around, anchor under it, whatever it's going to take, because you want to get up right behind that bicep as well and get that big knot where you feel between the bicep and the chest. Okay, here you can kind of twist your arm around as well. And as you follow your collarbone, just kind of move it around like this. You don't want to really lean into it as much because your ribs are closer to the collarbone as you get to your sternum. All right, but once you get that tension relieved off on each side, there's my favorite shoulder mobility exercise. You're going to lock out your hands. I like to go palms open, thumbs up. Okay, and once you're here, you're going to twist opposite directions. So one thumb's going to come forward while the other's going to open up backward. Okay, as far in each range of motion as you can, going backward and forward until they burn out. Just keep going. Now after that, here, you're going to do backward arm circles, okay? Because if you do forward arm circles, we're just using everything that was already tight. So we want to open it up. We're going to go backward arm circles. And I like to do 20-20-20, 20-second small circles, right? Just around the ear, basically, okay? Then mediums, 20 seconds here, more around the head and chin, okay? Try not to let the arm come forward this way, because once again, that's just a compensation of everything tight, trying to make up for everything weak, working back here. Okay, so as you're making these circles, try not to let your arm fall forward. Keep it even with you here, and try not to arch your chest up to the ceiling, okay? Really keep that core braced the whole time. Once you get your 20-second medium arm circles going backward, then all the way down and above the head, okay? But do not let your circles start to just go below shoulder height. Still want to go up and above your head height. Okay, 20-20-20. Last one you could do just for more mobility or neuromuscular recruitment, you could lock one arm out. I like to lock it with the palm up this way. Okay, and then I could just go arm circles here until I burn out, and then I'll hold it here, arm circles here until I burn out as well.